Welcome back, everybody. Today we're here with some pretty exciting news for The Walking Dead. Really exciting news, actually. Two things. One that has to do with the show, and then one has to do with the comic. We're gonna go over both of them. And yeah, we have a new comic book coming out, or at least a new issue for the comic book. And then also looks like we're gonna get some pretty big news soon for The Walking Dead. Again, we're gonna discuss all of it in this video today. General spoiler warning for the video. When we get to the comic book section of the video and I talk about the comic issue, I'll give a spoiler there as well. We're not going to talk too much spoilers for the TV show, just what's going on with the TV show right now. But when we get to that comic book moment, I'll give a spoiler warning, so no worries about that. But yeah, let's get into it. So yeah, this is pretty exciting stuff because pretty much in the last like 24 hours we got, some really cool news for The Walking Dead. It's been pretty slow lately. As of late, they have had some interviews talking about getting back to finishing The Walking Dead post-production and then airing it. It looks like it's coming out in July, but we do have some pretty big news coming out tomorrow, I think, according to this tweet from The Walking Dead's official Twitter. They just tweeted saying tomorrow, and then they have this emoji, which means like watch out. I'm excited for this. Now, what's funny is that I saw this tweet last night. It says 9:33 p.m. on my end. It says 9:33 p.m. June 17, 2020. And that's because I live on the West Coast. So when I saw that, it wasn't midnight yet for me. So I thought it was going to come out today, the 18th, when I'm making the video. But I guess whoever tweeted this, the person who runs the Walking Dead account, they're in the East Coast. So it was past midnight for them. So when they tweeted this, it was already June 18th. So I think we're going to get it June 19th. It would be interesting if we get it like literally 24 hours after the tweet. So, for me, it would be like tonight at 9 p.m. That would be interesting if we get it at 9 p.m. And if we do, I'll definitely be making a video right away on it, whatever it is. But I think they're probably going to wait until the morning. But that's such an odd time to tweet it. That's why I was sort of like caught off guard by it, because it was midnight at their end. So maybe they were just waiting for midnight to tweet it, meaning tomorrow. So it'll be like the 19th in the morning or something. But whenever it is, I'll be covering it, as soon as we get it. But I think it's gonna be a trailer. I was kind of thinking like, what if they just drop the Walking Dead episode immediately? But tomorrow is Friday, so I don't think you're gonna drop the Walking Dead episode on a Friday. I would assume it's gonna be a trailer, or maybe, yeah, it would probably be because I was about to say it's probably gonna be like an announcement for the date, which if they're announcing it tomorrow, it'll probably be sometime in July, like they were saying earlier. I made a video talking about that, but there's a lot of things are sort of pointing at July right now for the finale air date. So it's probably going to be like a trailer, and then they're going to air or like announce the air date, which I'm very excited for. I mean, I feel like it's going to either be that, maybe a Rick Grimes tease. I saw some people saying that. I mean, it's either going to be the season 10 finale news or the Rick Grimes stuff. It's not going to be like Fear the Walking Dead or anything, I'm assuming, or The World Beyond. Because they both have their own individual Twitter accounts. This is for The Walking Dead, the main Walking Dead account. So I think it's going to be for the finale. But it would be pretty cool if it's also like something Rick Grimes related. I mean, I know it's been like so long, since they first announced those movies. And we've been getting little information here and there, especially... I remember last Comic-Con, we got some pretty big news for it. It was coming to theaters. We got that little teaser trailer that actually gave us some good hints of what's going on in that movie. So it could be Rick Grimes related. Let me know what you guys think. But I'm going to go ahead and say it's probably going to be a trailer and an air date for the finale, which if it's airing tonight at 9, that would be pretty cool. Like exactly 24 hours after the tweet. That would be pretty awesome. And if it does, I'll be making a video and try to, get it out as soon as possible for you guys. But you guys let me know what you think it's going to be. Do you think it's going to be a trailer or, anything, Fear the Walking Dead, World Beyond, anything? Let me know what you guys think. But regardless, it does look like we're going to get some pretty epic news, which I'm very excited for. But the next thing I want to talk about has to do with the comics. Now, if you're a comic reader or you are only like a TV watcher and if you don't really want to know what happens in the comics, or you don't know what happens or anything like that, be sure to click out now. I just want to say thank you for watching the video. I do appreciate it. Let me know all your thoughts and opinions so far. But for those who are sticking around, let's get into this. So there's gonna be a brand new issue of The Walking Dead coming out in July 1st. It's something totally different because quick recap, as we all know, the main Walking Dead comic has ended. Again, quick recap. So at the end of it, it's pretty much like an Old Man Carl situation where they did like a time jump and like things are super different now and people are settled in, and the comic ended, and it was a pretty abrupt ending. I remember when it ended, everyone was like so shocked. But yeah, we do have a new issue coming out. It's sort of like a separate, story. It's called Negan Lives, and we pretty much follow Negan and what's been going on with him, which I'm pretty excited for because Negan is a very interesting character. And I think TV show Negan is also, a very powerful character, and this could also translate into the TV show, and I'll talk more about that in a second. But July 1st, we're getting a brand new Walking Dead issue, which I'm pretty excited for. Now, the issue is called Negan Lives. Here's the cover art for it. And I like how they did it. I'm excited for this for a number of reasons, because I think it can translate well into the TV show because Negan has become such a powerful character. And with a lot of characters leaving the main show, I feel like they're going to want Negan to stick around. So I think the more story for Negan, there can be more there for the TV show. And I know Negan still is like one of those characters who a lot of people are asking for, like a movie or a miniseries or just some sort of backstory on him, which I think could work in a way. I don't think it could be in the show because it's sort of too late for that. But definitely like a web series or a movie or something, I think that could definitely work if they wanted to do it. I know Jeffrey Dean Morgan is down for it. But again, quick recap on what happened for Negan at the end of the comic book. Negan, it was interesting because he sort of just became this totally different character. He became very lonely, and I remember at the end, like, he lived in the house in Springhaven. There was a tombstone for Lucille, and he didn't really talk to anybody. I remember at the end, like, we saw him taking flowers to Lucille's tombstone. And yeah, like I said, like, he sort of became quiet and, was, keeping within himself and not talking to much people. And we knew he was alive and stuff like that. But again, he just wasn't his normal self. And then looking at this, we have the art. He definitely looks like himself now, like classic Negan. There's blood on him. He has like a devilish grin. And it makes me wonder, like, what is he up to? I mean, back in Comic-Con 2019, Robert Kirkman did, tease that he would want to, revisit the franchise in a Negan spinoff. Like the main comic book series that started in 2003, that is done for, but there's still like spin-offs and stuff like that he can do, and we have the first one coming out on July 1st, which I'm excited for. So it's been pretty quiet lately for The Walking. It's been pretty quiet for everything, but just in a matter of 24 hours, we just got this news that we're getting probably like a trailer tomorrow or something, and then or some big news we're getting. And then we're getting a new Walking Dead issue. And it's going to be interesting to see if we see like other characters in this issue. Like imagine seeing Carl there. Now it's called like a Negan spinoff, so I don't know if like everyone else would be in there because that would sort of like eliminate the idea of a Negan spinoff. It's probably going to mainly follow Negan, and then we're probably gonna get maybe some other characters in there from the main show. From the main comic book series. And speaking of the show, I also wanted to talk about that because I do think it's going to translate well into the TV show, as AMC is wanting to, broaden The Walking Dead and make spin-offs and movies and stuff like that. And think about this, like even if that main show does end, and I think it will end soon, like it'll probably end faster than the franchise ends, because I don't think that main show is gonna stay there forever. I think it's probably gonna end sometime, and then The Walking Dead is a franchise now, so they're gonna make movies and TV shows and other spin-offs. They just started a new spin-off, The World Beyond, when the main show is only on, or not only, when the main show is on season 11. So, and that other show is a brand new spin-off. Now that show is going to only have 2 seasons, but the point is, this is now a franchise. So I think any, ideas and stuff like that, and now Negan being one of their biggest characters, especially since like Rick and Michonne left, I think this could work. Like a Negan movie could work. Even imagine if the show ends similarly to the comic book, which I do think it will. I made a video talking about that, very long ago when the comic book ended, but I did like that ending for the comic book. And if you read it, let me know what you think about that ending. Would you like to see something like that for the TV show? Because I know I would. And if it ends the way it did, and some of the characters are still, a lot of the characters are still there, they could do, like in the future, they could do like a movie or something to pick up with some of the characters. So I think this could definitely translate into the TV show, which is why I wanted to talk about it. And again, since like Negan, I think Negan will be there till the end, unless there's like a situation where the actor wants to leave, like Jeffrey Dean Morgan wants to leave. I don't see why they would kill Negan. I think they've done a great job with Negan, because like he was in the forefront for season 7 and 8, but then he just sort of became quiet and fans wanted more of Negan. So it was funny because I felt like fans wanted less of Negan in the Saviors, or like specifically the Saviors, but now because they did such a great job with the Whisperers, we're happy with more Negan. So I think they did a great job balancing his arc, and not giving us too much of him lately. So moving forward, Negan could become like a main character, which I think he will be there for the end, again, unless Jeffrey Dean Morgan wants to leave. So that's why I think a situation where they could do like a movie or spin-off could work with him in the future. But I quickly want to give this update video. I know both the things technically aren't out yet, so once we get the news for the big news that's coming out tomorrow, I'll be covering that, as well as the new Negan issue. I'll try and cover that as well. Hopefully I can get my hands on it. And yeah, it's supposed to be like comic book exclusive, so it's not going to be digital. So I think the nearest comic book store to me is kind of far, but I'm going to definitely try and get my hands on it. But yeah, I'm excited for this. Let me know what you think about all this in the comments down below. I am going to wrap it up there. Again, be sure to stay tuned for that video coming out soon. I'm guessing it's going to be like a trailer or something. But yeah, stay tuned for that. Let me know all your thoughts and opinions. Thanks for watching, guys. For more Walking Dead videos, be sure to subscribe. Please stay safe, and I'll see you guys soon.